Hello and welcome to the IT Campus group. My name is Kaushik Javed and I'm AWS Certified Solution Architect and Certified Developer. Today video we will talk about Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud EC2. Let's deep dive into the topic we're gonna discuss here. In this video we will talk about what is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud EC2 and feature of Amazon EC2. What is Amazon Machine Image AMI and how many type of Amazon EC2 instances are available, and what is the pricing model of Amazon EC2. In last, we will do a demo of AWS EC2. Let's understand what is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud EC2. Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud is a web service that provides secure, reliable compute capacity in the cloud. It is designed to make web-scale cloud computing easier for developers. It is a simple web service interface, allow you to obtain and configure capacity with minimal friction, and provides you with complete control of your computing resources and lets you run on Amazon Proviant computing environment. Amazon EC2 reduces the time required to obtain and boot new server instances, which help you to quickly scale capacity as your computing requirements change. Amazon EC2 offers the broadest and deepest compute platform with choice of processors, storage, networking, operating system, and purchase model. AWS offers the fastest processor in the cloud and are the only cloud with 400 Gbps Ethernet networking, and also have the most powerful GPU instances for machine learning training and graphics workload, as well as the lowest cost per inference instances in the cloud. AWS has nearly 400 instances for virtually every business need, and it is the only cloud provider that supports Mac OS. Next is feature of AWS EC2. AWS EC2 provides the following feature: virtual computing environment known as instances, pre-configured template for your instance known as Amazon Machine Images AMI, various configuration of CPU, memory, storage, and networking capacity for your instances known as instance type, secure login information for your instance using key value pair, storage volume for temporary data that's deleted when you stop, hibernate, or terminate your instance known as instance store volumes, persistent storage volume for your data using Amazon Elastic Block Store, Amazon EBS known as Amazon EBS volumes, multiple physical location for your resources such as instance and Amazon EBS volumes known as region and availability zone, a firewall that enables you to specify the protocol, ports, and source IP ranges that can reach your instances using security groups, static IP for addresses for dynamic cloud computing known as elastic IP addresses, metadata known as tag that you can create and assign to your Amazon EC2 resources, virtual networks you can create that are logical isolated from the rest of the AWS cloud and that you can optionally connect to your own network known as virtual private cloud VPC. These are the features that AWS EC2 provides. Next is what is Amazon Machine Image AMI. An Amazon Machine Image AMI is a special type of virtual appliance that is used to create a virtual machine within the Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. It serves as a basic unit of deployment for service delivered using EC2. The main component of an AMI is a read-only file system image that includes an operating system and any additional software required to deliver a service or a portion of it. An AMI includes a template for the root volume for the instance, for example, an operating system, an application server, and application. Launch permission that control which AWS account can use the AMI to launch instances. A block device mapping that specify the volume to attach to the instance when it is launched. AMI has three types: public, paid, and shared. Public, that can be used by anyone; paid, that is registered with Amazon DevPay and can be used by anyone who subscribes for it. DevPay allows developer to mark up Amazon usage fee and optionally add monthly subscription fee. Shared are private AMI that can only be used by Amazon EC2 users who are allowed access to it by the developer. Next is type of EC2 instance. Amazon EC2 provides a wide selection of instance types optimized to fit different use cases. Instance type comprise varying combination of CPU, memory, storage, and networking capacity and give you the flexibility to choose the appropriate mix of resources for your application. Each instance type includes one or more instance sizes, allowing you to scale your resource to the requirement for your target workload. There are following types of EC2 instances available: general purpose, compute optimize, memory optimize, accelerated computing, and storage optimize. First, let's discuss general purpose instances. General purpose instances provide a balance of compute, memory, and networking resources and can be used for a variety of diverse workloads. These instances are ideal for applications that use these resources in equal proportions, such as web server and code repository. T2 instances are burst-stable performance instances that provide a baseline level of CPU performance with the ability to burst above the baseline. Use cases of this type of instance include website and web application, development environment, build server, code repository, microservices, test and staging environment, and line of business application. Next is compute optimized instances. Compute optimized instances are ideal for compute bound applications that benefit from high performance processor. Instances belonging to this family are well suited for batch processing workload, media transcoding, high performance web server, high performance computing, scientific modeling, dedicated game server, and ad server engine, machine learning inference, and other compute intensive applications. Memory optimized instances. Memory optimized instances are designed to deliver fast performance for workload that process large dataset in memory. R4 instances are optimized for memory intensive application. Use cases include high performance databases, data mining and analysis in memory databases, distributed web scale in memory cache, application performance real time processing of unstructured big data, and other enterprise applications. Accelerated computing instances. Accelerated computing instances use hardware accelerator or coprocessor to perform functions such as floating point number calculation, graphic processing, or data pattern matching more efficiently than is possible in software running on CPU. P3 instances are intended for general purpose GPU compute application. Use cases include machine learning, deep learning, high performance computing, computational fluid dynamics, computational finance, speech recognition, autonomous vehicle, and drug discovery. Last is storage optimized instances. Storage optimized instances are designed to workload that require high sequential read and write access to very large dataset on local storage. They are optimized to deliver tens of thousands of low latency random IOPS operations per second to applications. H1 instances feature up to 16 TB of HDD based local storage, deliver high disk throughput, and a balance of compute and memory. Use cases include Amazon EMR-based workload distributed file systems such as HDFS and MapRFS, network file system, log or data processing applications such as Apache Kafka, and big data workload clusters. Next is EC2 pricing model. There are five pricing models of Amazon EC2: on-demand instance, reserved instance, spot instance, dedicated instance, and dedicated host. On-demand instances. They have the lowest upfront cost and the most flexibility. You pay for an hour at a time with no upfront commitment or long-term contract. This is great for application with short-term, spiky or unpredictable workload. Reserved instances. Reserved instances are a great tool to help reduce cost in your architecture. If you know what the baseline level of usage is going to be for your EC2 instance, a reserved instance can provide significant discount. You can set up reserved instance in multiple ways. First is standard reserved instance. Provide the most significant discount up to 75% off on-demand price and are best suited for ready state usage. Second is convertible reserve instance. Provide a discount up to 55% off on-demand price and are able to change the attributes of the reserve instance as long as the change result in the creation of reserve instance of equal or greater value. Last is schedule reserve instance. This instance launch in the time window of your choice, allowing you to match your capacity need. AWS offers standard reserve instance for 1 year or 3 year terms. Reserve instance marketplace seller also offer reserve instance with shorter terms. AWS offer convertible reserve instance for 1 year or 3 year terms. There are three payment options that you can choose: all upfront, partial upfront, and no upfront. If you choose the partial or no upfront payment option, the remaining balance will be due in monthly increment over the term. Next is spot instances. Spot instances enable you to bid on unused EC2 instance, which can lower your Amazon EC2 cost significantly. The hourly price for a spot instance of each instance type in each availability zone is set by Amazon EC2 and fluctuate depending on the supply of demand for spot instances. Your spot instance run whenever your bid exceeds the current market price. Spot instances are a cost-effective choice if you can be flexible about when your application run and if your application can be interrupted. Amazon EC2 does not terminate spot instance with the specified duration, also known as spot block, when the spot price change. This makes them ideal for jobs that take a finite time to complete, such as batch processing, encoding and rendering, modeling and analysis, and continuous integration. Dedicated instances. Dedicated instances are Amazon EC2 instances that run in a virtual private cloud on hardware that is dedicated to a single customer. Dedicated instances are physically isolated at the host hardware level from instances that belong to other AWS accounts. Dedicated instances may share hardware with other instances from the same AWS account that are not dedicated instances. Dedicated host. Dedicated host is a physical server with EC2 instance capacity fully dedicated to your use. Dedicated hosts allow you to use your existing per socket, per core, or per VM software licenses including Microsoft Windows Server, Microsoft SQL Server, SUSE, and Linux Enterprise Server. Dedicated hosts and dedicated instances can both be used to launch Amazon EC2 instances onto physical servers that are dedicated for your use. There is no performance, security, or physical difference between dedicated instances and instances on dedicated hosts. However, dedicated hosts give you an additional visibility and control over how instances are placed on a physical server. Next is add metadata for keeping track of EC2 instance. AWS allows customer to assign metadata to their AWS resources in the form of tag. Each tag is a simple label consisting of a customer defined key and an optional value that can make it easier to manage, search, and filter resources. User can view all categories of instance metadata from within a running instance using the following URL: 169.254.169.254 forward slash latest forward slash metadata. On a Linux instance, you can use call or get command with URL. All metadata is returned in a text format. Instance user data. When you launch an instance in Amazon EC2, you have the option of passing user data to the instance that can be used to perform common automated configuration tasks and even run script after the instance start. You can pass two types of user data to Amazon EC2, shell script and cloud init directories. User data script run once per instance ID by default. User can retrieve the user data using the following URL: 169.254.169.254 forward slash latest forward slash user dash data. On a Linux instance, you can use call or get command with the URL. Here are some examples of instance user data for Windows and Linux. In a demo, we will learn about AWS Cloud Compute Service EC2 because this service provides you with complete control of your computing resources and with a minimum time you can boot your new server instance. So let's go to AWS Management Console and start our demo. I'm in the AWS Management Console and you can get EC2 service under the compute section or you can search EC2 service from search option, and now click on EC2 service under the compute section and EC2 landing page will open. Let's start off by using this toggle button. You can change the dashboard layout like from new layout design to old and old design to new layout. And before creating EC2 instance, first choose a region where you want to create EC2 instance. Like I am creating this instance in North Virginia, US East 1. After that, now go ahead and click on launch instance option. Instance option wizard screen will open. In step 1, choose an Amazon machine image AMI from the available option. As we learned that an AMI is a template that contains the software configuration, operating system, application server, and application required to launch instance. You can select an AMI provided by AWS or a user community or the AWS marketplace, or you can select one of your own AMI. Like here are the AMI options available: Amazon Linux, Mac OS, and Red Hat, Ubuntu, Windows Server, etc. I'm choosing Amazon Linux and click on select button. In step 2, choose the instance type like T2 micro, T2 small, T2 large, and etc. I'm choosing T2 micro free TDR instance and click on configuration instance detail button. In step 3, configure instance detail like number of instances, network and subnet detail, auto assigning public IP, IAM, etc. And click on add storage button. In step 4, add storage like elastic block storage, and you can attach additional EBS also by clicking on add new volume. After that, click on add tag buttons. In step 5, add tags in key value pair, like I'm adding name, web server 1, purpose, development. And click on configure security group button. In step 6, configure security group. Security group is a set of firewall rules that control the traffic for your instance. Like you can create a new security group or you can select an existing security group. So I'm creating a new one, like I'm creating my new security group and enable the SSH. You can add multiple rules over here, and like if you want to enable a HTTP, then you can enable this also. In the source IP address, you can, if you want to choose any your IP address, that you can mention over here, or if you want to choose a custom, then you can also define this. Like I'm choosing a, or if you want to access, anyone can access this IP address, so you can also define here. Like I'm choosing a 0.0.0, and after that click on review, review and launch button. In step 7, you can review the configuration of your instance, which you did from step 1 to step 6. So you can review the all your settings which you did during the setting. After that click on launch button. This screen will ask about the security key value pair. If you want to have create a, you can create a new one, or you can choose the existing one. Like I'm creating a new one, so I'm creating my new security key. Download key value pair and click on launch instance. Click on view instance button. Now your instance ready for usage. Click on the instance where you can view the detail of your instance, like the public IP address, the private IP address, the DNS address, the VPC, the subnet ID, the AMI ID. Click on connect button, then again click on connect button. Your instance will be connected in a web browser. So this is a brief demo about EC2, that how you can create EC2 instance in AWS. We will talk more about EC2 instance in future videos. Alright, so what we learned in this video? We learned what is Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud and what kind of feature Amazon EC2 provide. Also we learned what is Amazon Machine Image AMI and how many type of Amazon EC2 instances are available and what is the pricing model of EC2. In last, we did a demo of AWS EC2. Thank you for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit our website theITCampus.com or drop an email on my email ID and join my Facebook page with the name The IT Campus, where you can talk about their experiences, help grow each other by sharing solutions, and would like to hold hands of noises in putting them on a fast track on their learning path. In last, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my video and share your feedback. Thank you.